Welcome back, viewers. This is Chungu cha Jamii. Today we are talking about youth empowerment. Are you a beneficiary of a youth empowerment program? What did you learn? What was your take home? Are you also giving back to the society on the same, or did you just benefit and walked away? These are some of the things that you are handling and tackling today. Send in your question, your comments across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So before we went on a break, you were telling us on how the rules, you never kept time, always late, having issues with the teacher. Now, how now did you manage that? And now, how did the change come in?
So, as I was saying about IYF, it's an organization based on Christian foundation. So they also teach about the Bible. In mind education, I believe it's extracted from the Bible in some way. So as I said about change na kuoga, so if there's no Jesus in the heart, there would be no change, because it's like an empty nini, like an empty
Now my question was, before all this, did you used to go to church ama wewe na mlango ya kanisa are not in the same WhatsApp?
Actually, I was I'm raised in a Christian family, so I used to go to church every Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was not something new.
It was not something new.
And what was it making you difficult to attend classes?
You know, the teacher said that there are those students who erupted before the others. So I believe.
Yes, very good example. That's very true.
You had erupted. So you are living
erupted,
testimony of you had erupted first before the others.
I was a good hypocrite, because actually even my dad never knew, or my mom never knew that I was using bang while in high school.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Very true.
Not funny. Come to think of it, even the Bible say hypocrites are not, they're the worst deceivers. How do you live a double standard life?
I don't know how to explain about that, but I was able to.
Mwalimu, how do you deal with such a case? Because now I'm wondering, this is a double standard life. So meaning, I justify my actions. Because if you tell me you spelling bang, and I'm like, wait, do I even, you nini? How do you handle such issues? Because now this one, for one, is rebellious, 2 is in denial, 3 is not ready to change. Because if I don't accept that I need your help, then there is no way you're going to offer me your help and accept it or embrace it in the first place. How do you handle such students?
Yeah, we love dealing with such students like Rhino. They are very good candidates. In fact, I love such candidates. Yeah, why? Because these people, first of all, they have what we call self-trust. Self-trust, meaning that anajiona yeye tu mwenyewe, and he cannot listen to anyone else. So through this he develops his own survival mechanism, and that is now where hypocrisy creeps in. He wants to do good, but truly inside he is even condemning himself, and that is why most people, you realize, someone tells you, mimi uko mbinguni, mimi ndo nitakuwa kuni yao. Why? Yeah. Because already he's also condemning himself. He knows that he lost it, but he's just trying to be a good person. So this person, when you embrace them and show them the other side of their world, then receiving change is so easy for them. Yes.
I heard someone saying, if you have done so many wrongs,
yes,
it's easy for you to change because you have nothing to lose, unlike someone who has committed very kidogo.
Exactly.
True?
That is very true.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Because that is a formula I think I need to understand it better.
Yeah, this person who has actually done so many wrongs, the way you have said, like he has touched all corners of the wrong world. So he has nothing to lose, he has nothing to learn. So like he has exhausted that world, and he wish if you introduce him to another world, then he can embrace this other world. That is how we change their minds. But this person who is good, this person who has not done so many wrongs, they still feel they are so good. So this person, even though you tell them this and this and this, because they have so many good things in their mind, in their hearts, they can never receive change easily.
Wow.
Yes.
Where were you? Were you in the category of receiving change easily, or were you in the category of rebellious and not accepting that you need the help?
Hypocrisy wouldn't allow me to to receive the change that easily. Yeah.
When did you realize that now you have changed? Now you're no longer having to use too much energy living a double standard life, but rather you'll use less of energy to just be straight, pure, correct, direct, and everything.
Wow. Can I remember that day?
When did you just realize? It doesn't have to be exactly when, but maybe, given that maybe you're from high school, maybe I'll call it wasting years or time. So I wasted this matter of time, and now here I came to realize, and I saw, even if I continue in this road, there's nothing I'm going to gain now. Let me just take a U-turn and see where this U-turn is heading to.
Actually, I didn't make any decisions. Like, this is a place where I'm taking the U-turn. Because I didn't know when I changed. You know? This is what happened. Because I talked about drugs and bang. So it gotten worse to a point where I would sell things from I don't know if I would mention this in the organization. Yes.
Now I understand where my watch went. Don't see me after this.
Okay.
I used to sell things from the organization. I would steal them. Actually, let me shock you, because there's a time I took a graphic equalizer. You can imagine how big a graphic equalizer is, and I sold it just for me to drink. That's how I was gotten. But the day I came to realize, let me say to realize, because there's a time I found myself like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month without even touching a bang or any drinking. I don't know how it happened, but it happened because sikuwa nasikia hata kiu.
The question is, huku unasikia hata kiu? Is it something that you yearned for and you're asking God, God, if you can take this away from me, I'll be grateful? Or is it just, how did that happen? Because now I'm trying to think, when you're saying you're going through all that, are you still in the organization for you to take things from the organization, go sell? How did you even manage?
The organization.
How are you managing all that? How do you even, unaambia watu nini? Honestly, tell us.
All that time I was in the organization, and actually we had like a cocoon, you know. Lazima kukue tu na
That ka group.
Yeah, that ka group, the kabad group. Actually, a friend of mine was a part of the ka group, and is a beneficiary of the same program. Actually, the cocoon, only 2 of us who remained in the program. Yeah.
Okay. Now, maybe mwalimu coming to you. This is a student in the organization still living the double standard inside. At this time, I assume he's not yet opened to you to the extent of ready to change or trusting you to trust the process of change, right? Now, being able to do that, me as the good student per se, I'm losing my things. You as the teacher, you're losing your things. When you find out he's the culprit, do you take any actions against them, maybe lawfully, or do you just say, no, this one is just giving us a hard time, but we'll just deal with him in mindset? I'm learning a lot when it comes to mindset. I don't know. I think I should enroll to the class so that I'll be able to understand.
Please do. You're welcome. So, I love that point. When someone is caught pants down, that is where now they can start having true change. Otherwise, if that point does not come, then they will continue living that hypocrite life in the organization, and it will not be so easy for them. But when, say, I've got Rhino with someone's phone, then from there, he will stop and then drop everything and think twice and open his ears. And then from there now, he can start listening to me. Then from there, I can now instill in him a new mind that will bring true change to him. So this person who has been caught stealing, that is now a ripe stage for them to start realizing change. Yeah. Unlike this other person who thinks they are good, they cannot do anything, they cannot steal, they are very good people, what have you.
Wow.
Yes.
This one is interesting as we are going on. Now, coming back to you, you've realized whatever you're doing and this group and what the behaviors that you're having is not beneficial and it's not leading to anywhere. Now, did the organization ever know you ever did any such of the stuff, or you're just toboying Siri right here? They never knew?
They never knew, like a lot of stuff that I did, but some I'm toboying now.
So the question will come maybe to you. Now that he's changed, 100% reformed, and a living testimony, and also you're also a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Now, before all that, if this student is found on the wrong, like you've said, if you just catch him or her at the act, at that particular time, it's the best time to instill change. Do you ask them to refund whatever they have taken, whatever they had taken before, or do you just say, let bygones be bygones, let's start a walking journey, a new life from here henceforth?
Okay, if you may allow me to ask you a question. Now, he talked about stealing some machine or what have you, equalizer.
Yeah. Okay.
If I tell him to bring it now, will he be able?
I don't know.
Can
Will
he
he be able?
Or can he trace it?
But again, he has toward Siri. He's already reformed, so that is bygone.
If I find them with the item that they had stolen, I will take it and then give it to the owner if the owner is there. And that is what we do. And then if maybe there is enough evidence that he is the one who stole, and maybe he has sold it, of course I will also push him to show me where he sold it, because also I have to show them the law, part of the law, not just to pamper them and embrace them and make them, I have to show them these are the consequences of doing such things. And we are not an exception. We can also take such an action.
Now, my question is, when you're taking such an action, maybe briefly, do you also I find there are those parents, when you do something wrong and they see you're already of age, they just take you to the police station and say, now, wewe ni mkono ya serikali. Do you also leave them to the mkono ya serikali as per se, or do you just take them, let them face maybe the punishment for just a period of time, then take them back so that you can show them the way? Or do you just say, we'll just push you to this extent so that you will see the magnitude of whatever you've done is wrong, and then I'll walk with you through this journey of change?
Yeah, surely the main idea of forming IYF was to bring change to these people.
Wow.
And so this person, before maybe coming in, like take for an instance of this thief, let me call them thief, I'm sure even out there, maybe at some point their parents had given up on them. They already took them to the police. They already tried all the discipline measures and everything, but this kid or this boy or this girl or this young person is not changing. So taking this person also back to that experience will not bring any change. So the only thing I will do, I'll push them to those limits that, these are the repercussions. If you do this, you are gaining nothing in your life and everything. But still, I will have that soft spot for them. I will embrace them and tell them, look here, if you do this, you are causing harm not only to yourself, but to the society, but to those people around you. You are causing so many problems.
On that note of causing harms, viewers, are you learning as much as I am? Are you taking notes? Because now this one is more of a class to me than just a talking session. Send in your question, your comments across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 2144. We'll be back shortly.